President Goodluck Jonathan's transformation agenda has brought about the Subsidy Reinvestment and Empowerment Program, SureP, which seeks to reinvest the federal government's share of the savings arising from the reduction of subsidies on petroleum products into programs and initiatives that would go a long way to ease the pain of subsidy removal and create a better life for Nigerians. Musa Sule is married with 3 children. He was jobless until the FCT SureP office posted him as an intern to the VIO office. He picked interest in fish farming when the vocational training kicked off, and now he says he doesn't want to go back to traffic control.
Before now, I'm from VIO. That from SureP took me to VIO, and that's where they exposed me to this training. Please, if I move from this farm, I don't even want to go back to my traffic control again because of the happiness I've got from this environment. I just love I have passion for this fishing. And if anything that will not make me to set up this farming, I will never be happy because of the experience.
It has been a very good program, the SureP program that we just concluded. The students really responded well, and we were able to impart the right knowledge into them. They've been very appreciative, and that is a sign to let me know that I, as a trainer in this program, have to a very large extent done a very good job. The students themselves have attested to the fact that they have learnt a lot, and they will want to leave all their other form of occupation and come into fish farming. They want to become aquaculturists. It's been very interesting. And I would like to say that I thank the organizers of the program. It is a very good opportunity, the additional to young Nigerians, for us to have more and more people going into agriculture, especially the young people.
FCT SureP office has carefully selected training facilitators who groom the beneficiaries on entrepreneurship while meeting the high demand for essential needs of the populace.
There are no white-collar jobs anywhere that's like when you are actually self-employed. Self-employment is the most important thing. So fish farming or any form of agriculture will make you to become self-employed, and not that alone. You will be able to be an employer of labor. So you are going to contribute a lot to the economy of this country. And in fish farming, we are able to produce fish, which is first-class protein, for the populace. And which means we are equally contributing our own quota to the development goal of which we are all gearing towards. So please, I will advise the youth, let's stop chasing white-collar jobs. Yes, let's get educated, but please, the reason we get educated is so that we'll be able to manage ourselves by the time we become self-employed, be able to manage people that we are going to employ. And with that, we are going to go high. In fact, the sky is going to be the beginning.
The demand is high. From our farm here, we harvest 300 crates of egg on daily basis. And it will be important for you to know that we don't even market the eggs. Before we finish picking the eggs, there are people waiting to buy them. And people actually place orders ahead. Please, I'm coming tomorrow. Please keep X number of eggs for me, X number of crates of eggs for me. That is the scale of the demand. So we don't go out to do marketing. And of course, when we live here, we go to the fish farm. Well, as remote as the fish farm is, we also don't even go out to market. People trace us to pick even fish from us in our farm.
Already, some of the trainees are putting the principles of entrepreneurship to test and testify to amazing transformations for their income and family status.
I'm taking after my poultry and livestock. Through that livestock now, I send my 3 children to the high institution up to university.
Wow,
So now, I make it in the local way. But now I get much experience, more than before. And I'm going to establish it now to get more money together with my children. I am making this egg grow in a week. I'm getting just only 5,000 naira my gain. In a month, I'm getting 70,000 naira. I'm only taking, yes, I'm using it with some flour, baking powder, and just pinch of egg, salt. I fry it some time and put it inside the oven. Just about 5 minutes, and I take it into the market. It's not a shameful thing to me, because just I want to survive. I'm not after to go to anybody and bend down to beg.
As you can see, this is the meat here. I just used 20,000 naira to buy the meat and other ingredients and roast the meat or fry the meat. Then I will supply it to some various occasions, and I'm making money out of it. I'm so happy. I want to thank the government that organized this program, that this is a welcome development, and this program is the only program that can keep poverty out of this country.
With what they have taught me in this program, I can be able to brood 5,000 birds at a glance. The very day we went to Giza Plaza at Maraba, our guys took us there for exhibition. We met the woman, Mrs. Eleko. So after 1 week, I met the woman back again. I said, I'm one of the SureP that came here that very day. I want to buy a bed of my own. She was surprised. She went inside and called the staff that they should give me one pack of bed, 1 day old bed, free. So I have 100. I brought this into my business. So I brooded that bed. Out of that 102 inside the 2 pack. Today I have 95 inside. The system they taught us, I'm abiding to it. And now I can stand on my own to raise my own beds if empowered, because all my problem is empowerment. So by the special grace of God, I've learned a lot from this program. I've learned a lot from this program. I am thanking the FCT SureP for raising this program, and also I'm thanking our coordinators and our trainees. God bless you.
You were here, would have been very, very happy. Not only from hearing from what the trainers have done, but also hearing that some of you are already making money out of what you've learned. For those of you who are still trying to find your feet, you can see that opportunities exist a lot out there for you. You don't have to own farms to make money. It is what you do with your brains that makes the money. The skills are yours. You all have different the same skills, but you can all make money in different ways from the same skill. The rest is your own input and creativity. So I'd like to say, well done for taking out your time to be at class all the time, despite all of the challenges that we know you have faced. You have indeed shown that you are matured enough to face what it is that is yours, because this training is yours and not ours. We are just a vehicle, but you are the one that possesses the knowledge. And for you to have been in class all the time, it means you know the value of what you were doing. And all you can do is translate that knowledge into money.
SureP has ensured the reconstruction of the Abuja-Lokoja Road and the East-West Road in Port Harcourt.
The standard gauge rail tracks from Abuja to Kaduna and Lagos to Kano indicate that our trains are coming back.
The second Niger Bridge in the southeast and the Loko Oweto Bridge in the north-central are in progress, thanks to SureP.
SureP's mass transit program has made transportation easier for Nigerians.
SureP has rehabilitated over 1,000 health centers across Nigeria.
SureP has provided mama kits to pregnant women, and polio is on the verge of eradication.
SureP has also ensured the provision of social amenities, and through its various training programs for young people, guarantees a better future.
SureP, delivering service with integrity.
Apart from poultry and fish farming, some of the youths the Federal Capital Territory Administration is training to be self-sufficient have opted for computer skills acquisition. Maureen Zunuku was a typist, and now she has added computer skills to her CV.
I've learned some basic skills that I don't know before. So I'm going to apply it to the typing skills, and it will upgrade my work. With computer, I'm expecting to work in a better place because this is what deal with human being daily.
This program is all about computing, the basic computing and secretarial studies. We've got students from all endeavors. We have students from various aspects of life, and we're able to assess them based on their personal skills acquired so far and their level of education, and we've grouped them into various classes. We'll have those for basics, those that are actually appreciating what computer is all about for the first time. And we'll have those that have acquired little skills before. Then we'll group them separately for a different set of skill sets.
The FCT SureP office has put up an effective monitoring system to ensure that all the training facilitators are working to plan. Monitoring officers and consultants are moving around each center, keeping an eye on every detail.
Monitoring is part of the system built to ensure that jobs are properly done the way they are supposed to be done. So we visited several vendors, different locations, some doing dress making, some catering services and small shop, some production of using chemicals to produce end products, some ICT, and some fabrication, welding and fabrication. And we have ensured, what we have seen so far is that a number of them are actually doing well, because one of the things that goes with monitoring is to ensure that modules are produced and people keep to the modules. Monitor is to ensure that the vendor is operating the modules and enrollees are keeping along with him as the training goes on. If there are questions, they ask questions. We as monitors, when we get there, we want to ensure that the modules that they submit to the FCT office are being adhered to, and also ensure that the enrollees are coping. We also want to ensure that the atmosphere, the environment where the learning takes place is conducive enough.
Basically, if we come to a location like a training center here, we'll take pictures, physical pictures, so that we could assess the facility too for our reporting. And we also evaluate the extent of impact of the skill on the student. For example, we could try, hello. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay. How is the training going?
Oh, the training is wonderful, I must confess. I never knew much about computer, but since I began this training, it's very wonderful. I can beat my chest and say, I know something about computer now.
You know something about computer? Yeah. Okay. So what are you learning today? What's the topic today?
The topic we are seeing on Access, we are talking about tables, queries.
Access, is it Microsoft Office?
Yeah, it's Microsoft Office. Okay. We're using Office 2010.
Oh, okay, that's good. So what do we use Access for?
Basically, we use it to create database. And you just can see on the screen, we just finished creating a database.
Okay.
Presently, the enrollees have been given a knowledge in the area where we call IC3, and IC3 is what simply stands for Internet Core Computing Certification, now which is a worldwide global training when it comes to ICT foundational training, even to the advanced level itself. So we actually started the whole training from the beginning, and at the end of the whole thing, when the enrollees will be leaving this whole venue itself, now they would have been imparted from the basics of how ICT started and also to the foundation of what key applications are, and at the end of the day they will learn, or probably they already will have the capacity to do things on what we call the internet as a whole.
The trainees have been taken through an intensive program with international certification and also given financial management tutorials to prepare them for life as a business owner.
What they've acquired now will actually affect their life forever. They've laid down the foundation that is needed. We are in the information technology age now, and for anyone to survive or called dimension age now must have these basic 6 skills, because they are now forming essence of life and they become day-to-day profitability policies that's expected of them. So we are very, very sure that what they've learned here, they can apply, they can work with it, they can set up their own business with it, and it's a good start for them.
Now they will have what we call a global certification. Now a certification that is accepted anywhere in the world. And like what I've always said, now India is what it is today, China is what it is today because of what the children have been able to learn at that foundational stage. And what we are trying to do now, what we have done presently is, now we've been able to give them those skills that can make them stand with the little ones you find in India and also in China, which if they leave this entire environment, now they can come outside and set up a training organization like this one, or probably they could actually open what we call a consulting organization, like mostly you find HP, Dell, Lenovo, they have what we call a service center now, where if you have systems you need to work on systems, you need to run repairs on system, you can create probably a shop or probably an office where that can be done. And this student, with the whole thing they've been able to gather in this place, they should be able to set up such also.
These youths can showcase computer skills now, but the road to becoming a professional was not smooth.
A lot of them coming in were actually new to some of the things we're actually doing. Like some of them for the first time were facing what we call a computer-based testing, which we call CBT. Now, which presently in today's world, you find JAM has also moved the exam also to that level presently, which in JAM presently you have what we call the CBT and also the PBT, which is the paper base right there. So we found the challenges at the beginning where a lot of them came and they needed to write exam at that level. It was so challenging. You sit on the system in few minutes, few seconds, it tells you answer the question, you don't answer the question, the system takes you off right there. So it was like new to them. It's like, I've not seen this kind of a thing before. But as time went on, we found out a lot of them were adjusting. Now, even some that felt they knew, even some of them that felt they knew about computing, while they entered the class, they found out the little they knew was not actually the few things they knew. And now they've been able to brace up, and also I think their knowledge also has been increased. And at the end, when we close this entire program itself, at least we'll have a lot of them that can actually beat their chest and say, this is what I can do with what I've acquired.
Some of the 1,000 youths being trained by the FCT SureP office are already through with their training. Here they are now being handed certificates as they prepare to face life as business owners. The project manager of FCT SureP, Mr. David Gende, told them to place value on what government has invested in them.
We've had a couple of graduations in the last couple of days, and the message we'll keep carrying is one, that we all have had an opportunity. We've tried to benefit from a little investment on the side of government to see how you can, on your own, chart a course for yourself in life. This may sound very little. Somebody can say, what is it? There is no big deal in this. But it is the value you place to anything that you hold that helps you to the next level of the journey you are undertaking. So I will urge you that please, what we have learned in the last couple of months, we should not toy with it. It's an addition to whatever we came with the very first time we arrived here. So please see it as an opportunity to propel yourself to a higher ground. Now, propelling yourself to a higher ground may not necessarily be SureP holding you to that level. I hope you are understanding me. In life, opportunity, like when I'll use myself as an example. When I left school, the lecturer who taught me did not tell me that one day I'll be heading a project management office in SureP. But he has tried to give me the little, techniques, the tips that I need to know when I arrive a platform like this. That is the way life is. And we told some of our people who graduated yesterday that, my brothers and sisters, life is tough. And it's going to be tougher. So what we're saying is survival of the fittest. It is how well focused you are, how you shine your eyes, that you'll be able to chart a course for yourself in life. If somebody walks into this hall, there are so many things you will see. But if you know where you are going to, if you know what your target is, you'll focus on that target and you'll be able to strike it very well. This is a little thing we have placed in your hands. Make a big deal out of it. Some of you may say, what is the next step from here? The next step is what you decide to do with it. Flat. On our part, we are going to see how we can assist some of you, especially those who have demonstrated very good interest in trying to be entrepreneurs of their own, to expose you to higher entrepreneurship programs that will enable you, if you want, to set up your own kind of business, to identify those of you that will do the entrepreneurship training. You've also heard about access to microcredit finance. It's a window of opportunity for those who are business-minded. If you decide that you want to set up your business, that will be a window for you to access. FCT SureP is creating one. The federal government is creating one under the CBN. I'm sure you've been hearing about it, 220 billion. Now, ours is being coordinated by the Abuja Enterprise Agency, who are also going to be part of those who will do the entrepreneurship training for you. So once we are ready, we'll announce to those of you who are interested and who have demonstrated the capacity to take the benefit of that and see how you can forge ahead. Some of you may also think of grouping yourselves together, like the gentleman who did the networking presentation. These days, they said one stick of broom does not sweep well, but when you bunch it together, you get better results. Now, two hands joining together may just give you the kind of perfect result you want. One person complements the weakness of the other person. Explore the opportunity that this program has provided for you to network and come together as a group. You may come under a higher platform, form your cooperatives, and the access to credit for cooperatives is much, much higher than that for an individual. While an individual may be thinking of 250 to 500, the cooperatives are thinking of 1 million to 5 million. Now, think very well and see what this little thing can help you do. You may not necessarily sit on the ICT on this particular training, but ICT is providing you a platform, the highway which you can ride and achieve other business interests that you so desire.
Wahab Salam, congratulations. This certificate is being presented to you by SureP. Use it for the development of yourself and for the nation.
Computer is a tool that is the in thing now. You know, there's nothing you can do without the computers now. So I think we have been able to do a lot in making them to fit into how a citizen globally should be, which is to know how to use the computer. So I think we've done a lot in that direction.
Now, one of the good things I believe this administration has been able to do was to do an impactful thing for the youth using what we call the SureP program. Now, majorly what has actually happened is we found government investing on road, investing on agriculture, not investing in people. Now, investing in people is something that is very important, that if you need to build any nation, the first thing we tell anybody to do is you need to build the youth. Now, because these ones, when they take up leadership position tomorrow, now they will display some of the things they know. And I think this administration and also setting up SureP as a whole has gone a long way to help a lot of them, because the truth of the matter is this: if a lot of them have approached us as a consultant, I don't think they will be ready or even have the money to pay for the services we need to offer to them right there. But SureP has been able to do something, make it free for them, give them facilities, give them even laptops at the end of the day, now to be able to take to the market and work out something themselves. I think as a whole, SureP has tried.
In every way, our life don't be better.
has ensured the reconstruction of the Abuja-Lokoja Road and the East-West Road in Port Harcourt.
The standard gauge rail tracks from Abuja to Kaduna and Lagos to Kano indicate that our trains are coming back.
The second Niger Bridge in the southeast and the local Oweto Bridge in the north-central are in progress, thanks to SureP.
SureP's mass transit program has made transportation easier for Nigerians.
SureP has rehabilitated over 1,000 health centers across Nigeria.
SureP has provided mama kits to pregnant women, and polio is on the verge of eradication.
SureP has also ensured the provision of social amenities and through its various training programs for young people guarantees a better future.
SureP, delivering service with integrity.
SureP,